So the other day I stumbled across this hilarious article filled with a bunch of just absolute nonsense about things regarding beards, and it really got me thinking. There are a ton of absolutely ridiculous misconceptions out there when it comes to beards. So today in this video I hopefully want to go ahead and share my 2 cents on a few of these misconceptions to hopefully clear the air for a few of you guys who might be wondering if some of these things are true when it comes to this luxurious beard thing that grows out of my face. Now, whether you yourself have a beard, or maybe you know a person who is close to you that has a beard, or maybe you're just some random person who somehow ended up stumbling across this video, whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure that you have probably heard at least one of these misconceptions either somewhere in the media, maybe you've read it in an article like I did, or just heard it from a person somewhere, maybe randomly on the street or something, who you maybe somehow ended up having a conversation about beards. Whatever the case may be, you've probably heard at least one of these misconceptions before, and by no means am I the end all be all of all things when it comes to having a beard, but I have indeed had a beard from quite some time. I've had a bunch of different beards in a bunch of different forms, and I like to think that I have a pretty decent understanding of this whole bearded life thing. And of course, because I love having a beard so much, I wanted to go ahead and touch base on a few of these misconceptions about having beards to hopefully clear the air up, so that way you guys have the knowledge to know what is completely true and what is just absolutely nonsense. And to get things started, number one is that having a bigger beard is always better. Now, this one isn't necessarily true, but it also isn't entirely false either. Some people do indeed look better with a longer beard. Some people look better with a shorter beard. Some people look better with no beard at all. Ultimately, the best beard for any person, any individual, is going to be the beard that they enjoy most, and that would be the one that I think is best for any person. If you like a shorter beard, wear a shorter beard. If you like a longer beard, go ahead and rock a longer beard. But that doesn't necessarily mean that a bigger beard or a longer beard is going to be better for every individual person. Ooh, number two is one that I have just never quite understood. Number two is that shaving your beard makes it grow back quicker and or fuller. Now, I have just never quite personally understood this idea or this logic in the first place. If you are someone who is wanting to grow a thicker beard, or you're wanting your beard to grow a little bit longer, my biggest recommendation for you would be look into using some sort of supplements like biotin or collagen peptides. Those are going to help kind of stimulate that hair follicle activity, help your beard grow a little bit thicker and maybe a little bit faster, kind of increase those growth weights. But as far as shaving and trimming your beard in order for your beard to grow thicker, fuller, or quicker, that is just not going to happen. Shaving is going to do absolutely nothing for you, so this one is complete and total nonsense. Number three is one of the more common things that I have heard when it comes to having a beard. Now, I personally have heard this in my own personal life, and I also read this in the article that I kind of told you guys a little bit about earlier. Now, number three is that beards are dirty. Now, this particular idea makes some claims and some stretches that reach to beyond crazy measures, claiming things like beards contain things like germs, bacteria, and even fecal matter. It's important to note that I guess depending on the person, and I guess depending on the beard sample, that this could technically be somewhat true. If you're somebody who isn't cleaning your beard very regularly or taking good care of your beard, then I guess this technically could be true. As for things like finding bacteria, germs, fungi, whatever it might be in a beard, now that is going to be just the reality of the world that we live in. It doesn't matter where you look. If you look on the surface of your face, whether you have a beard or not, if you look on the surface of your phone, your keys, your wallet, your countertop, whatever it might be, you're going to find bacteria somewhere. That is just the reality of the world, and it's also important to remember that not all bacteria is bad. And so, unfortunately, regardless of how hard we might try and keep our beards clean, you're not going to find anything in this world that doesn't have traces of bacteria, germs, viruses, fecal matter, whatever the case may be. It's going to be found everywhere, but as long as you're taking good care of your beard and keeping it clean, washing it on a regular basis, you're going to be just fine. Ooh, number four is just one of my absolute favorites. When I hear people, they'll talk to me about beards, this concept gets brought up a lot. Number four is the entire concept of beard growth oils. This is another absolutely insane idea and concept that I have no idea how it came about. Now, there is no magical beard product or beard oil out there that is going to magically make hair grow out of your face faster or fuller or anything like that. You're not going to magically grow a beard because you use something like a beard growth oil. That is just not a thing. If you see a company advertising for something like a beard growth oil, my personal opinion, you should absolutely stay away from something like that. It is just not a real thing. It's not going to happen. There is no magical product that is going to make hair grow out of your face like a chia pet. Just complete nonsense in my opinion. But depending on the product at hand, there are definitely some ingredients out there that are better at stimulating hair follicle activity, especially in the beard. Now, that isn't the same as making hair magically sprout and grow out of your face, so let's definitely not get the two confused. But the whole concept of beard growth oils, not a thing. Oof, man, these just keep getting better and better. Number 5 is probably my personal favorite on this list of misconceptions, and that is that beards are unprofessional. Now, depending on the person, depending on the beard, and depending on the situation, this could, I guess, technically hold some truth, but there are such things like the business beard style. Now, that is a shorter, more well-kept and tidy beard for somebody who finds himself in more professional settings more often. Another great example is one of my close personal friends, Bryan, over at Beards and Banjos. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below to his channel if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. But he has done a ton of videos about how to keep your beard nice, kept, and tidy. If you're somebody who finds yourself in professional settings like Bryan, he is a teacher. He has a beautiful beard that is nice, it's well kept, and it's tidy. Definitely not unprofessional in any sort of way. So if you are somebody who is in professional settings and you're worried about being unprofessional, that is absolutely nothing to worry about. You can most definitely have a beard and be professional at the same time. So another just absolutely nonsense claim that I'm not 100% sure how it came about, but in my opinion, you can most definitely have a beard and still be professional. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap things up for this video. I would love to hear from you guys out there down below in the comment section. Maybe you have a question about having a beard. Maybe you're somebody who has experienced questions like these before. Maybe one of these misconceptions have been brought up to you because you yourself have a beard. Whatever the case may be, I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. It's always fun hearing your guys' 2 cents on the topics of videos that I put out. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button as well as subscribing if you haven't already. And as always, stay fresh, stay clean, and never break beard code. I'll see you guys in the next one.